Hello and welcome to the training on how to submit a paper proposal. I am Jamie Arca, Meeting Services Program Coordinator. Let's get started. Before submitting your paper, be sure to read the policies so you will know how long the draft paper should be, participation policies, etc. If you need further information on writing your paper, you will need to access ASA's Style Guide. To submit a proposal for the annual meeting, go to www.asanet.org. Click on Member Login. Then you will enter your username and password and click on Login. Now you're on the member portal. Under the annual meeting header, you will click on Submit Your Paper. Click on Submit or Edit a Proposal. Click on Submit a New Proposal. Now you will select where to submit your paper to be reviewed by your first choice. There are 6 session types to choose from. To see a description of the session type, click where it says, "Click here for a description of these session types." For this example, I clicked on Regular Session. If, after reviewing the list of regular sessions, you decide to not submit your paper to a regular session, you may click where it says Back, and it will return you to the previous screen where you can select a different session type. Do not click on the Back button in your browser, as this may not return you to where you want to be. I will now click on AIDS, Social Dimensions of. Now you're on the page to enter your proposal information. Read the license agreement. If you would like your paper to be available in the archives after the annual meeting, you will want to click Yes, and if you do not want it to be available, you will click No. Next, enter your title. The title is limited to 15 words, and it should not be in all capitals or all lowercase. Then enter your abstract. This should not be more than 250 words. You can copy and paste from your word processing program. Next, you will select your second choice. This is in case your paper is not accepted for your first choice, then it will be forwarded to your second choice for review. You also have an option to choose an alternate second choice. This is in case your paper is not accepted for your first choice, but your second choice is closed because it is already full. If your paper is not accepted for the first choice or second choice, then you can select a roundtable session that your paper can be forwarded to. You will then select up to 3 topics. This is used for the topic index found in the back of the program book. If you have any special requests, be sure to include them here. Do not make audio or visual requests here. There is a separate place for this. You will now click Accept and Continue. You are now on the page where you will select the author or authors of the paper. If you're the only author of the paper, you will see your name listed as presenter. If you need to add an author, type the author's last name in the field next to where it says Last Name, and then click on Search for Author. If the author is in the system, then it will show, and you will click on Add Presenter or Add Non-Presenter. If the author does not appear, you will click on Add Unlisted Author. You will need to add their first and last name, affiliation, and email address. Once you do that, click on Accept and Continue. Be sure to click if they are a non-presenter or a presenter. Now you will click on Accept and Continue. This is your audiovisual page. Please note that ASA is providing an LCD projector for PowerPoint presentations, a laptop or computer, and a screen in each session room. This is to exception with the roundtable sessions and poster sessions. No audiovisual or tape recording equipment is supplied or permitted at any of the roundtable or poster sessions. Once you have made a choice, or if you do not need any AV for your presentation, click on Accept and Continue. This is your review page. Please look over the information you have entered to make sure it is correct. If you need to edit any of the information, click on the Edit button beside each category. Once you make the edit, be sure to click on Accept and Continue until you get back to this page. If you do not need to make edits or have already made your edits, you will now click on Upload Paper. This is where you will upload your paper. You have the option again to choose if you want your paper to be available in the archives after the meeting. You will then upload your paper by clicking on Browse. Find where you have saved your paper and then click on Open. You will now click on Accept and Continue. This is your confirmation page that will also be emailed to you. Click on Return to Main Menu. If you click on your message center, you will also see the confirmation that you will receive in your email. If you do not receive an email, you will need to check your spam box and make sure your email address is correct in the ASA database. This message center will also be where you can find a message from the session organizer once they have accepted or rejected your paper. Thank you for submitting your paper. Please mark your calendar with these important dates. January 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the submission site will close. April 30th is when the preliminary program will be available. Absolutely no scheduling information is available prior to this date. On May 13th, if your paper is accepted and you plan to present at the 2015 annual meeting, then you must pre-register by this date. Program participants who have not registered by May 13th will have their listing removed from the final program. Again, thank you for submitting, and we look forward to seeing you at the next annual meeting.